Hey, welcome to Test the Speed Shop. Today I'm going to be cleaning up the pistons and just getting everything ready generally to assemble on this 360. So let's jump right into it.
Oh, here's what I got done so far. We got the piston tops cleaned off. Got most of the carbon off. We're going to take a wire brush and get the rest of that off. But one of the easiest ways to do this is take an old piston ring. And this works great for taking the carbon off. And if you even break this in half, you could use this to clean out the ring lands, also in the pistons. And you just take it and you just bust this ring in half, and you can just run this end through your piston, through your ring lands, and scrape carbon off or whatever else is stuck inside your pistons. These don't seem quite that bad because there's not a lot of miles on this engine, so I don't think we're going to have too much trouble with anything in the ring lands. We'll probably still go over them real quick. So let me continue on with what I'm doing here. Well, looks like I got one done. I got 8 more to go. And that's what our finished product's looking like. I'm using a combination of wire brush and on the drill over here, and a little bit of Scotch-Brite, and some brake cleaner, and a little bit of the piston ring there to scrape some stuff off. So let me get back into it with another one. Oh, here we are, we're working on the last piston. Got them all cleaned up. All nice and pretty and shiny. So, I think our next step is going to be scrubbing the block down, but that's not going to get done today. So we're probably going to come back to that on Saturday.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and we'll continue this on Saturday.
Hey, this is our continuation from Thursday when we were cleaning the pistons. Today we're going to clean the block. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright, I guess we need our soap and our bucket. Would you grab the brush that was up here, Tom? You grabbed the brush that was up on the bench there?
No,
It's the long silver one.
no,
Let's see. Should be. Yeah, we usually use a concoction of Dawn dishwashing soap and Simple Green to get everything cleaned up, because Simple green works really good on the greasy stuff, and so does the Dawn.
Yep. Very good, very good.
I guess we should get that little plug out of there.
I think it's 7/16. Yeah. Put it in your plug box.
Yeah, I always want to use a nylon brush and clean out the passages real well.
Yeah, don't use steel or brass brushes because we're cleaning out the oil passages and stuff. You want to use a nylon. That way you don't have no issues of getting metal or stuff in the block. Because we're going to be cleaning out all the oil passages on this block since we're not sure what wiped the number 6 bearing out. We're going to make sure we get every little thing out of the passageways of oil. Oil passage down for rockers. Put small cups on it, just try to get a lot of stooge out of that.
There it is. I will, when we flip it over, we'll. I want to get those more shorts.
Yeah, they look nice. Didn't seem like it, so.
Yeah, it's hard to see. So I think that's might even see it better if it's you look at that on the shit.
Oh, I'm sure.
They're pretty clean before you so. It's awesome for cleaning these things. Let me see your Scotch brake pad. Where's this?
I put it in the bucket and then soak it out. You want to use a good shop towel too. No paper towels, no nothing like that. You don't want to leave any lint scraped up in the cylinders. You want to use something that's not lint free, that won't leave any fibers when you're wiping a block, inside a block out. So make sure you use good shop towels for doing that. That way your cylinders won't have any lint mess trapped in them. And, put this thing back together.
Well, paper towels aren't bad because the nice thing about an actual paper towel is that if you do get lint and stuff in it, the actual oil will soak in and it'll actually break down the lint. You just don't want to use a cloth rag or anything that's really heavily linty. Paper towels are usually not too bad, but anything that's overly linty you're going to have a problem with. Shop rag is definitely not something you want even close to the engine.
Yeah.
Because
No shop pads.
Oh, they just called me too, so. Dave.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna go to a couple of blocks now. The only one I see here is the, well, we got a, yeah, I got it up here. It's a deep well, 13 millimeter. This is all cracked. And it's got a half inch. There's 3/8 crack.
Well, the ratchet we got last weekend, Tom.
Huh?
We got the ratchet last weekend.
Yeah, you got the ratchet, you just didn't find the 13 millimeter.
No, we got the 18 We just
Yeah, we
didn't
got
find
the
it.
18, but we didn't find a 13 one.
Yeah.
He got the rear. He said he got one. Yeah. 3/8 price. That's the only one that's busted. This one's all cracked down the side. Yeah, this is all. Uh-huh. He must be at market.
Oh, okay.
He's looking for, he didn't know what socket you were,
What we were missing.
what you were missing out of that set.
Okay. Just need a wrench.
Yeah, we didn't mention it a lot. Did you go brush down too much?
No, I did not. Grab one. This thing was lined on it.
I know.
Yeah, I didn't have a line going down through this thing.
I thought Bob said he was going to line, huh? I don't think I told him to, but
That's interesting.
it's got the marks. Man, that comes out.
It's because we got it wet. We're soaked. One thing to remember is when you're doing this is that cleanliness is next to godliness when you're putting one of these things together.
Exactly.
The cleaner it is, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Take your time doing it, don't rush cleaning one of these down. You want it as clean as you can get it when you assemble it.
I mean, this block here is relatively clean. It isn't bad. Usually if you get it back from the machine shop, pretty clean. Even after you get it back from the machine shop, you're still going to have to do this to scrub it down. I mean, they might say that they scrub it down, but I wouldn't. You still want to do it.
Yeah, don't trust that. It's still got machining residue on it. Stuff you gotta get off of there. You don't want to assemble it with machine residue.
Now, if you're just doing a re-ring, it might be a little bit different, but still, you want to try and get it as clean as possible. Obviously, it's going to be a lot more work if you're doing a re-ring on an engine that's got some miles on it. Now, when you're drying your block off, what you want to do is you want to run air through all these passages. Try and blow everything out of here, get all the water out, and shoot it down with some WD-40. So, right now we're going to go ahead and blow everything out. Get all the passages blown out.
Well, here we are. We got everything all cleaned up. Just going over the bores now, wiping them all down. And when you do that, we use transmission fluid when we wipe them down to clean them up, because it just makes it a whole lot nicer. And the detergents and the transmission fluid really help clean out the bores. But basically, you want nothing on that rag when you're done,
You want to be spotless.
which is pretty much what we got going on there.
These
So-
bores are. This block is clean, man.
clean as much and make it as spotless as possible. Make sure you WD-40 all your oil passages too. Get the wand and go down and get into all your little plugs and everything back here and spray it down with WD-40, because you don't want any rust or anything to start inside your oil passages, especially after you just cleaned all the oil out of them. Well, usually what I do is I go over and I just spray everything down with WD-40 like you see here. That's what's laying up here in the valley pan. And I just spray everything down and then just wipe the excess over top of all the machine surfaces, or use transmission fluid to wipe everything over all the machine surfaces and stuff like that. That way it keeps everything from rusting. I don't think we're going to be getting anything assembled today. Basically we're going to get everything cleaned and ready to go, because we still got to clean pistons and heads and crankshaft, and so we still got some other things that we got to clean up yet. So, but basically cleaning all them is just like cleaning the block.
Yeah.
All the same basic idea. Just scrub it all down and get it all as clean as you can.
I have a clean motor to assemble it right.
Yeah.
Can't go halfway on this process. It's got to be right, or
Yeah.
have problems.
Yeah, you want to do the job right, because I mean, if you do the job half-assed, it's just going to bite you in the ass in the end. So
It always does.
we want this thing to run for a little while longer. So until next time, next video is probably going to be when we're starting to put this together. Well, we'll see you then.